What's up, guys? It's Jason here. Thank you for tuning in again today for another episode. I am in the car right now headed to my favorite bass spot. We're going to try out some soft plastics today. Hopefully get a few smallmouth bass. They've been biting really good on the ribbon-tail worms, and hopefully get a look at some northern pike. They've been around here now that the weather's changing. Guys have been catching them on the 7.5-inch ribbon-tail worms and bigger than that. So we're going to see what we can do. Alright guys, well, my camera shut off for some reason, no idea why, but show you my setup here today. For right now, water's low, temperature's pretty good. It's about 70 degrees. You know, it was a warm night last night. It was about 75 degrees at 11 o'clock last night, so the water's holding good. And it is very, very clear and calm, so that's nice. That's perfect for the fish here. The first thing I'm going to try is one of these Lake Fork little segmented shads that we got in one of the subscription boxes. I have it rigged up to a BX bladed jig from Bonehead Tackle, just because that's all I have with me today. But in my initial review of the bladed jigs by Bonehead Tackle, I said that they were really nice. But I've been using them the last couple of days and they suck. I judged a book by its cover, and I shouldn't have. This blade barely ever spins with the bait, and if you get a bite, the pin will actually pop out very, very easily, so you don't have a blade on there anymore. So don't bother spending your money on this stuff, guys. You can find something way better than this. But we're going to give it a try here. Hopefully my camera holds up and quits shutting off on me. I'm going to have to get a hold of technical support for that, but we'll see what we can get. Now, as I was saying before my camera shut off, what I like to do when I come to a spot where I know I'm going to catch fish is I'll make a mental image in my head of a line of where those fish are. So, like if I cast straight out this way from me, I know that there's a shelf right there, and almost every single time I do when the fish are biting, I'm going to catch one. Now if I cast that way, I know that there's a deep pool and a pocket right here in front of me where there's going to be some 10 and 12 pound drum that I can catch on crankbaits and minnow baits and stuff like that. So that's where I'm going to cast first. I'm going to cast on those lines where I know that the fish are productive there, and then I'll cast blindly, you know, out into the open water to try and scope things out. One first cast, nice smallie. See guys, so that's exactly what I was talking about, is casting on the lines where you know that the fish are. And he played with it a couple of times there before he actually took it, and that's why I kind of let it sit there for a second. Not the biggest guy around, and I think I might have caught him before because I remember that scar there. But we'll see if we can't get any better ones. Now with this Lake Fork shad, all I'm doing is reeling it in a couple, 2-3 reels and letting it sink. And that's where he picked it up right there, was on the pause. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to try here, and to be honest with you, I don't even remember the company that made these. It's something I just picked up at Walmart. It's a little shad minnow bait with a spiral tail on it, a couple of nice fins. These bladed jigs swim like this through the water, so let's see if we can't get another one on this. Another nice smallie on a Walmart find. You know, so that kind of shows that not everything you get at Walmart is crap. There's a fish. I think this one might be a largemouth. No, another smallie. Get back over here on the rocks. So, again, not the biggest guy, but as always, I don't look for quality unless I'm going out to get dinner. Yeah, I love the way these smallmouths look with their red eyes, dark green color. Good fish. Alright guys, now I'm going to be throwing out this 7.5 inch ribbon tail. This is by Yum. This is just a purple and blue flake here. Apparently this is what guys have been catching the northern on out here, so we'll see.
Well guys, unfortunately my camera turned off again right at this point while I was fishing, and I had moved over about 15 feet to the left of where I am in these scenes here where the little island is, and I caught these two nice smallmouth on the purple Yum ribbon tail.
Alright guys, well, we got those two on the purple Yum ribbon tail. Sorry that the camera wasn't on. Like I said, it's been a little screwy lately, but now I'm going to try something that I honestly have never done before. I have never used a wacky rig. So I got this jig head on here. I'm not even sure if that's how I'm supposed to be doing it, but I'm going to try it. And this wacky worm style bait from Snack Daddy Lures, again, another one that we got in one of the subscription boxes. Green pumpkin seed color seems to do pretty good out here, and this is loaded with salt. I mean, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there's just salt all over that bait. So we're going to try this out, and hopefully we don't get it snagged. Nothing on the wacky rig here. So we're going to switch back to another ribbon tail worm that I know is productive. And then I think that'll be our last shot. The weather's changing a little bit. Water's getting a little bit more rough, a little windy, and there's a couple of rain showers coming in. So we're going to try the last ribbon tail worm, and then we'll call it a day. So this guy here, little 4.5, 5-inch ribbon tail worm. Kind of a green color with red and black and silver flake in it. This is from Big Bite Baits, and I've actually caught quite a few bass out here on this one. So we're going to give this a shot. And like I said, the weather's changing, so we're not going to stay out too much longer, but we'll see if we can't get maybe 1 or 2 more fish. So a lot of you guys might already know, but some of you may not. Sometimes there's an issue when we're using these ribbon tail worms like this, especially when you get up to the 7.5 and 10-inch range. You'll select your speed, and like I always go with a kind of a medium speed. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 6. maybe a little less. What'll happen is these bass will come over when this is going by, and they'll just turn their head and they'll grab the bait just like this. And you're going to set the hook and rip it right out of their mouth, or it's going to rip the bait off. So there's one of two things that I like to do. Either A, when they do that and you feel that initial bite, just stop reeling and let it pause for a minute, because they're going to suck it in and suck it in and suck it in. But don't hold too long, because otherwise they're going to completely swallow it and you're going to have a hard time getting the hook out. So what I like to do is when I feel that initial bite, just like that, I'll count to 1, 2, 3, and that should give me enough time to get them right in the lip. Now the other thing that you can do is increase your speed. If that's happening a lot, you know, if they're just grabbing the tail and you're setting the hook and they're getting away, if that's happening a lot, increase your speed, because if you burn it by them, they're not just going to turn their head and nip at it. They're going to see it and they're going to take it completely, because it's going too fast for them to play with it. So try that next time you guys are using these ribbon tail worms and any other kind of worms like that. You know, if you're having issues, try that. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get anything on this guy, but we did catch 5 nice smallmouth bass. We're going to call it a day. Like I said, there's some rain coming in, and I don't have the waterproof case today, so we're going to get out of here. But thank you guys very much for tuning in today. Go over to our Facebook page and give us a like. Check out all of our pictures of all of our fish, and we will see you guys next time.